Imagine waking up in the middle of the night because someone is standing outside your house. You look through the window, but there is no person there, only a motorcycle. Its engine is running, its tires are burning, and sitting on it is a man whose face has been replaced by a flaming skull. He has not come to arrest you. He has come because your soul remembers every terrible thing you have ever done. And in 2028, that nightmare will officially enter the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Marvel Studios has confirmed that Ryan Gosling will play Johnny Blaze in a new Ghost Rider movie directed by Shawn Levy. This is not simply another casting rumor anymore. Gosling appeared at Marvel's San Diego Comic-Con presentation, stood beside Kevin Feige, and confirmed that the spirit of vengeance is finally riding into the MCU. The movie is officially planned for 2028, although Marvel has not yet announced the exact release date. No complete supporting cast, official villain, or confirmed storyline has been revealed either. So throughout this video, we will keep the facts separate from the theories. But once you study Ghost Rider's history, the current direction of Marvel, and the timing of this movie, several fascinating possibilities begin to appear. And one of them could completely change the MCU after Secret Wars. Why Ryan Gosling is not a random choice. Ryan Gosling's connection to Ghost Rider began years before this announcement. Back in 2022, Gosling openly expressed his desire to play the character. Kevin Feige responded positively, saying that he would love to find a place for Gosling in the MCU. What once sounded like a fun interview moment has now transformed into an actual Marvel movie. There is also a strange Hollywood connection hidden inside this casting. Gosling's longtime partner, Eva Mendes, appeared in the original 2007 Ghost Rider movie alongside Nicolas Cage. Now, more than 20 years later, Gosling is taking control of the same supernatural legacy in a completely different cinematic universe. But Gosling is interesting for a more important reason. Johnny Blaze should not feel like a traditional superhero. He is not a billionaire building armor or a soldier receiving enhanced abilities. He is a man who made a desperate bargain and discovered that the price was his own soul. Gosling is extremely effective at playing quiet men, hiding emotional damage. He can appear calm while making the audience feel that something dangerous is moving underneath the surface. That quality could make his Johnny Blaze less like a loud action hero and more like a haunted man who is slowly losing control of the monster inside him. The most frightening version of Ghost Rider would not be someone excited by his power. It would be someone terrified of what happens when the power takes over, what the story could follow. Marvel has not revealed the official plot, so everything in this section is theory and speculation. One powerful direction would be to introduce Johnny Blaze as a motorcycle stunt performer who has already been Ghost Rider for several years. Instead of repeating his entire origin immediately, the film could begin with Johnny traveling alone through forgotten American towns, hunting supernatural criminals while desperately searching for a way to remove the spirit of vengeance from his body. Every transformation saves innocent people, but it also burns away another piece of Johnny's humanity. He stops sleeping. He avoids relationships. He refuses to remain in one place because whenever he becomes emotionally attached to someone, the forces of hell eventually find them. Then Johnny discovers something impossible. The number of possessed people on Earth is increasing. Demonic entities are entering ordinary human bodies, but they are not attacking randomly. They are searching for an ancient object connected to the boundary between Earth and hell. That investigation could lead Johnny toward Mephisto. Mephisto is one of Marvel's most important supernatural villains, but he has not yet received a full cinematic introduction in the MCU. Rather than presenting him as a giant red monster, Marvel could make him appear almost completely human, polite, intelligent, and frighteningly patient. He would not need to shout. He would simply know everyone's greatest regret. Mephisto could reveal that Johnny's original bargain was never only about saving someone he loved. It was part of a larger plan. Johnny was deliberately selected because the spirit placed inside him is not merely a weapon. It is a key capable of opening something that even Mephisto fears. Again, this is only a theory. Nicolas Cage has not been officially announced for the project, but emotionally, the meeting between two generations of Ghost Rider could become one of Marvel's most powerful legacy moments. He could become the character who finally connects Marvel's supernatural heroes and moves the MCU toward a possible Midnight Suns project. No Midnight Suns movie has been confirmed as part of this announcement, but Ghost Rider gives Marvel the perfect foundation for one. Shawn Levy's biggest challenge. Shawn Levy directed Deadpool and Wolverine, a movie built around comedy, spectacle, and character chemistry. Ghost Rider will require a different emotional language. This character cannot feel like Deadpool with a flaming skull. The humor must be controlled. The horror must feel real. The fire should not merely look visually impressive. It should feel painful, ancient, and almost religious in its intensity. The best Ghost Rider movie would combine the lonely atmosphere of a modern Western, the tension of a psychological horror film, and the scale of a Marvel blockbuster. Johnny could travel through empty highways, abandoned churches, isolated desert communities and towns where ordinary people have quietly made deals with dark forces. The action should also reveal character. Every time Johnny uses the penance stare, he experiences the victim's crimes with them. That means his greatest weapon could also be destroying his mind. The more evil he punishes, the more human suffering he is forced to witness. Eventually, Johnny may begin questioning whether the spirit is delivering justice or simply feeding on guilt. That is the kind of moral conflict that could separate this movie from standard superhero stories. Marvel spent years building its universe around advanced technology, cosmic threats, and multiverse mythology. Ghost Rider opens a door that cannot be explained by science. His arrival confirms that guilt can have physical power, souls can be owned, hell may be an actual kingdom, and death may not be the worst thing waiting for Marvel's heroes. Ryan Gosling also represents a major tonal opportunity. Marvel is not casting him simply to deliver jokes in a costume. His strongest performances are built around loneliness, restraint, and damaged identity. If Marvel allows those qualities to guide the movie, Ghost Rider could become an emotional supernatural thriller, rather than another familiar origin story. It could also prove that Marvel's future does not need to become larger every time. The next great threat does not need to destroy 1,000 universes. Sometimes the most terrifying battle is one man trying to prevent his worst side from taking control. And now consider one final theory. What if Johnny Blaze is not introduced as the hero of this story? What if he is introduced as the monster being hunted? The movie could begin from the perspective of investigators, following a trail of burned criminals and unexplained deaths. To the outside world, Ghost Rider would appear to be a supernatural serial killer. Only gradually would the audience understand that every victim had already surrendered their soul to something darker. Then, near the end, Johnny could discover that the investigators were intentionally being guided toward him. Someone wants humanity to fear Ghost Rider before hell begins its real invasion. Because the spirit of vengeance is only powerful while people believe that evil deserves punishment. Destroy that belief. Turn the world against Johnny, and Mephisto could remove Earth's most dangerous supernatural protector without ever fighting him directly. That would be a villain's plan, worthy of Ghost Rider. Marvel Studios' Ghost Rider is officially coming in 2028, with Ryan Gosling as Johnny Blaze and Shawn Levy directing. Everything beyond those confirmed details, including the storyline, supporting characters, villains, cameos, and supernatural connections discussed here, remains theory and speculation, but the ingredients are now real. A haunted performer, a director facing a completely new tone, a universe emerging from multiversal destruction, and a rider capable of looking directly into the soul of anyone who believes they escaped judgment. The Avengers can defeat armies, Doctor Strange can repair reality, but when the lights disappear, the road begins burning, and something starts following you from inside your own memories. There may be only one question left. What did you do to make the Ghost Rider come for you?